All right, all right, all right. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what today is. I have been waiting for Thursday since Monday. I have been waiting. I have been patiently waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. So I've been prepared for this show. That's why I only go live once a week. I'm not trying to turn this into a job. I already have a job that I do. So I will do YouTube and I will continue to do YouTube until it's not fun anymore. When it becomes a second job, then it's going to be up out of here. I do this because I have fun doing it, not because I have to, not because my life depends on it. So let me see who's all in here. Let's start. Ray Patterson, what's happening with you? Appreciate you for pulling up. I see you, Pops. Thank you for pulling up. William Old School, what's going on with your friend? I see you. What's going on, Op? I see you, bro. I see you. Omega Red, what's going on? BC, I see you, bro. What's going on? Make sure y'all smash that like button for me. Oh, sound like I get okay. Now my echo is off. It sounded like I had an echo. So I'm gonna talk with y'all for a minute because I could talk to y'all. I ain't got nothing to prove. You know, so I'm gonna start this off. Then I'm gonna drop this link for my family to come on up here because I believe it's some things. There's some teachable moments, some things that need to be said, some things that need to be learned. Because apparently there's a learning curve out here. And if y'all being nosy, please go run and tell somebody else. I don't need any of these fake people. I don't need that around here. That's why my wrenches are here. And I ain't even took wrenches from people, but I really need to go take some wrenches from people. Yep, exactly. And I understand I just get tired of people lying, period. You know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately, that's just what people do. People lie in boxing. And my thing is for me, is when y'all be around the people that lie, why are you around the people that lie? Like, you know that they lying. Everybody know that they lying, but y'all still, yeah, y'all better than me. I'm not going to be able to do it. Y'all better than me. I'm not going to be on a panel with people I know that's lying. And then for me to then waste my time trying to correct them. Don't y'all think they already know? They already know that they're lying. The fact of the matter is, they know that they're lying. They don't know if you know that they're lying. And that's what a lot of this is about. When just tell the truth. I mean, William Oscar, bless y'all heart. Y'all, like I said, y'all better than me. Because ain't no way in hell am I going to sit here and keep wasting my time talking to people that lie or people that are delusional about anything. I don't care what it is, whether it's about life, whether it's about boxing. I don't give a damn. If let people be in their own little dumbass world because it's not worth my time. If people want to be delusional, baby, let them be delusional in their own little delusional fake ass life. Because I have never pretended to be something that I am not at all. Everything within me is shown up here on my face. You know what I'm saying? Hey, BC, great minds, brother, great minds. You know, I don't have to pretend that I got everything together. Who has everything together? Not one single person. And if you cool with somebody or people, groups of people that say, "Yeah, I got everything together," baby, they lying. Cause no, they don't. If everybody had, if people had this thing called life figured out, people would be a lot better off than they are. That is very true. Beliefs don't equal the truth. Very true. And let me see, William, so you said they got people who are trying to hear the truth, so someone has to set the record straight. And that's the thing, William O. School. Not everybody want to set the record straight. People want to continue to live in this delusional ass world of theirs. And boxing, I don't really understand because, and just like I live in life, it's either this or that. There is no in between. There ain't no gray areas. You're either cool or you ain't. You either faking and shaking or you being real solid about your shit. Because solid apparently the meanings have changed. Just because you say that you're solid don't mean that you are. I don't even tell anybody I'm solid. I don't tell anybody anything. My proof is what I do. My words, my actions, everything that I say and everything that I do, I do what I say I'm going to do. Now I may put it off for a little while, but I'm going to do exactly what I say I'm going to do. This is the shirt of the day, and these are facts. I am not for everybody. Because what's going on, Jay Gibb? What's going on with your family? Because a lot of people are stuck in these little fake ass realities that they have, and I'm not one of those people. Real life versus perception. In my real life, there's not a single person that would actually be able to handle the things that I do or want to trade me places and live my life. There's not a single person that I want to trade their life. Not one single person that I want someone's life. And I'll tell y'all a story about a friend of mine I had hung out with on Saturday. We had went to eat and everything, and I asked him, I said, with everything that you do, all the glitz, the glamour, all the money, everything that you have, ain't it people that, you know people that want your life? And he said, yeah. I said, well, as far as when it comes to the fellas, I said, because you already know what a lot of the women want. I don't want all that. We friends, we meeting up, we cutting up, laughing and drinking and talking or whatever. So um I asked him, I say, when it comes to people wanting your life, because he has a very nice life. Appreciate you, J Gibb. It's very nice, plush life. Everything that a man would need in my mind, what a man would say that they needed to feel like a man, he has it. Like tenfold. The next couple generations, his family, they got it. And they're not struggling or anything. And it's like he said, I don't hang out with a lot of people. He said, I'm typically in 7 days out the week, I'm by myself 6.5 of those days. By himself. He don't hang out with people like that, because who has time to be around people that want your life? And yeah, it's jealous people out there. You know what I'm saying? It is it's jealousy. And I've known him for a very long time. We went to junior high and high school together. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen him before all the money came in. I knew who he was back when he had the box Chevy, two of them things. I know him back then, not what he has now. And I'm not going to display what he has right now, because that's not for y'all to know about. But what he has right now makes box Chevys look like pull up there, pull up with it. Hey, I'm proud of him. Very happy. He is very successful, and I'm so proud of him. And someone could look at him and think and will want his life. I'm like, but you don't know where he came from. I do. I know what he used to go through. I seen him. And that's why he don't hang around a lot of fellas. He don't hang around a lot of people, period. Because the jealousy is out there. And I don't understand it for the life of me. His perception, the perception that people have of him, is his actual reality. So whatever you thinking that you perceiving and it may be, no, it is exactly that. He ain't lying about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's my boy right there. So I've never perceived to have my life in order. I've never perceived to say, oh yeah, I got all my ducks in a row. No. Now what I have said is my house is gonna run like a well-oiled machine, because it does. It runs things. You're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this. There is no chaos and all over the place. No. There's an order in which things get done. And that's what I'm talking about. How business gets done, how things get handled. There's an order of how things are getting done, like an order of operations, if you will. And if there's something going on or I have something wrong, yeah, you're gonna see it in my face. You'll hear it, you'll see it in my face, you'll hear it in my tone. And I've been on these, I've been on live multiple times where it's just so much going on up here that sometimes I do need to take a break. And I did take a break. I think maybe 1 week, 2 weeks that I took a break. And I needed to do that because I needed to get myself back in the right headspace because I could be sitting here like a whole ticking time bomb and I could say some things and go off on some people because I know they lying and think that they cool with me and the stuff that they be lying about. But at the end of the day, what it's gonna do because they just gonna lie and say they didn't say it. So it's not worth my time to do that with people. You know what I'm saying? Or try to be cool and like, hey, you know, why don't y'all just chill out? I don't do that. There's nobody that would be willing to trade to walk in my shoes. Not even fellas. None of y'all would be able to. Y'all ain't gonna want to do this. I never said my life was easy. I said life is easy, but the decisions that we make is what makes our lives very difficult. Now you either gonna blame somebody or you're gonna take responsibility and hold yourself accountable. Take your pick. The things that you do, you can't put off and blame other people for why you in the positions that you in. It's different when you have a goal in mind. A person without a goal, they just they're just existing. They're not even living. They're existing. And that's all that they do. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, even for the lookers that are just looking. I want to go tell. Go tell. I don't give a damn what you do. You can unsub too. I'm grown. I'm an adult. I could say whatever I want to say. You should be thankful of things that I don't say is what y'all some of y'all should be thankful about. That I don't say publicly. Like other people just run off and have diarrhea of the mouth and you just like, why are they even talking? These boxing panels, like, why are they even talking? They just need to be quiet. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Just stop talking. Hush your mouth. It ain't my fault some of y'all have diarrhea of the mouth and don't know how to shut up sometimes. Good Lord. What's going on, Albie? What's going on with you, big bro? I see you. Appreciate you. Let me pin my message. Oops, nope. There we go. Pin that on my link. My family can pull up because we definitely gonna start off with talking about the perception versus reality. That's what we gonna start that off. And then when I get ready to when I feel like we've talked about this, because we're not gonna spend too much on it. And we ain't gonna be on it too long because perception versus reality, I mean it pretty much is self-explanatory, but some people seem to forget that they want to live in these fantasy lives and put on this show like everything is good. No, you're not. Hey, it's Thursday. I be good.
BCTWT joined.
Okay, you can turn your camera off. What's
Hey,
going on
good
with you,
evening,
bro? What's
sis.
happening with you?
What's
What's
happening with it?
happening? Not a whole lot.
Hey, this right here, this could be a rabbit hole, sis, cause like perception versus reality. Oh man, that shit is so deep because perspective plays a role in it too. Because
Mm-hmm.
like we could both be right about the same shit. It's just your vantage point. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the how okay I deal with things straight. Like I'm a ram. I'm coming straight. I'm coming straight. But then there are things that like, nah, I can't do that with that,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll make me not even want to step. And you'll be watching it, and you'll be like, "Yo, B, what's up with you? Like, nigga, like what?" And it's like, nah, man, because that's my hurdle.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, hey, man, some
It's a lot of
motherfuckers is
different
just
ways.
delusional. Some people is just delusional, and that doesn't mean that they're lying. That just means that that's how they see things, and in their mind, they might not see fault in what they're doing. They may honestly not be able to see fault in what they're doing because we are who the fuck we are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's somebody that sits at the table and chew with their mouth open, and that ain't wrong to them because that they wasn't raised to ain't nobody pop them in the back of their head when they was chewing with their mouth open, so they don't know not to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now sitting at my table, I'm gonna be looking at this like, is this nigga crazy? But at his table, that's how he eat. So is he wrong? Only at my table.
Yeah. Jay Gibbs,
You know what I mean?
that's a very valid point. Jay Gibbs said vision is like a compass of life, compass to life. No vision, no direction. That is a fact. Picasso say makeup is perception. Yeah, yeah. Depending on how much. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
No,
I've seen some people take that stuff off and they look like the crypt keeper. I'm like, ooh, no, I don't. No, this is no. The most you're gonna get out of me is it's gonna be some lip gloss. That's the max you're going to get off of me because I don't. It doesn't feel comfortable on my face to me. And I've had it done professionally done each time I've had it on. Except for one time I had my cousin do it, and it looked really good. I just could not wait to get home to wipe this stuff off of my face. Like, get this shit off of here, But it's not for me. Lip gloss is about the best you're gonna get out of me. But I mean, those are two valid points, and yeah, it boils down to, and for me, when it comes to the perception versus reality, it's all based on, again, it falls back on decisions because you can decide to say, okay, let me stunt, let me try to show this off, and let me put this perception out here that, yeah, I got my shit together. In reality, you don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. All my
yeah,
videos, just like I said, all of my videos that you all have seen on my social media and things like that, that shit is my real life. It's not for play. It's not for
right.
show. This is really happening. These are things that's how it's happening in my life at the time that I put these videos out on my social media. Y'all hear me getting cussed out. You hear people talking crazy. All these things that are happening. This is not staged. This is just what it is. It's not
Dr. Mark
chaos and
Stone's
all over the
joined.
place.
Hey, Picasso just said some fly shit too.
Okay, what's going on, Pops? Let me read what Picasso said. He said
What's up, Doc?
there is there consequences to being 100. Yeah, it is. That's why I'm in the position I'm in right now because I'm not gonna fold. I'm not gonna be a person that just because someone doesn't like somebody and I'm gonna be like, you know what? I don't like them either. No, I'm not that gullible. I'm not that weak minded. I'm not those types of individuals. I do people the same way they did me. If someone has a problem with me and you say, well, they ain't done nothing to me, so now by the time that same person now has a problem with you, that ain't got shit to do with me. And now I'm the bad guy all over again, which I have
Fair
no
game.
problem with being that.
Fair game.
What's going on, Pops?
What's happening, everybody?
What's going
Not
on,
a
Doc?
whole lot.
Oh, not too much, not too much. Excellent topic. Excellent topic. And
Yeah.
and and something that BC just said, I absolutely agree with because perception is personal. My
Mhm.
perception, your perception, BC, anybody else's perception is personal. And your perception of what I said or what I do is another it's another perspective. But if it's my reality and yours is your reality,
Hmm.
then it's not because there has to be a standard, but
Mhm.
everybody's standard is based on the environment that they come from.
Hmm.
If you're not taught better, you're not going to do better. And it's just like you said, if if you're a person that chews with your mouth open, and I mean, and you can see everything, and that's just always been acceptable in your world, then your perspective is, hey, it's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. And you're looking at other people like, what's wrong with y'all? Why
Mhm.
you chewing like you trying to suck it? You
Like ain't no flavor in that shit, right?
right. Right.
Yeah, William Old School,
Right.
he said, and some people don't believe they're wrong, even though they are definitely wrong. Yeah,
Hey, hey,
I believe that comes from the I don't know the term that it's called, but when you lie so much, you start believing the lie that
habitual,
you're telling
habitual,
yourself, whatever that word
habitual.
is. That yeah, And yeah, William School, it does piss people. It pisses me off because I'm like, we too old in our big grown ass ages to be doing all this lying. We too old for that. I mean, I can understand if your life was dependent on it, or hey, this your third strike, buddy. You either finna tell us the truth, or you come up with this clever ass lie to get out of it. Acceptable to get out of that. Completely acceptable. But this is your life. We ain't gotta lie about nothing
You ain't got the lie to kick it, Craig. But
at
check it, sis.
all.
On the flip side of shit, because that's the negative side, right? But then there's the positive side where, I mean, I guess the same rules have to apply, but they can't because it's just a matter of how you view things. Like, hey, listen, when you down, when you down and out, sometimes you still fucking smiling because you got to show face. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Mm-hmm.
where I'm from, that's not necessarily fake.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You're not being fake. There's a certain level of you got. Hey, it ain't just me. Like this is a. I have a whole family that has the same goddamn name. There's a certain level of
Right.
not. I don't want to say prestige, but there's a certain level of pride one must have, even though going too far is still sinful and so on and so forth. But there's a certain level of like, hey man, carry yourself with a certain level of dignity. You
Well,
know what I mean? And like everybody ain't got to know what the fuck going on in your world. You could smile about some shit because your ass woke up. You know what I mean?
Right. There
right.
you
It's
go.
just that simple. It is
That's where
just that
gratitude
simple.
starts. Yeah.
Absolutely. Go ahead,
That's the
Pop. Talk about it.
foundation of that's the foundation of gratitude. And you know, I look at it from this perspective. Whatever you think about yourself, you're right. Let me say that again. Whatever you truly believe about you, you're right. Now, other people might see you a certain way and say, no, that's not. But if whatever my repetitive thought is about me, is what I, I have to become. Because
Hmm.
if I don't see greatness in myself, then greatness can't come out
Mm-hmm.
because I don't believe it. And I'm going to behave in the way that I believe. And so I agree with you about smiling even when you're in pain. Smile when you're dealing with life challenges because if you don't believe you're ever going to get out of it, then you're not going to be motivated to do the things in order to fix what's broken.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yep. And I just so happen to be one of those people. I wear it all on my face. It ain't too much I could try to hide and say that I'm cool. It's gonna show when I ain't saying a word. Unfortunately, that's just what it does. I can't fix it. I could be sitting here and be looking mean and mad as hell, and ain't nothing wrong. That's just I'm thinking about something right now, and I'm probably ready to piece a couple people up in my mind. Some things that happened in my mind to where they're no longer with us. But I'm just saying, mentally, that's kind of the vision that I have in my head. And that's why my face could then be looking so mean and so serious because I could probably be so upset. But at sometimes I'm probably not that mad. It's just gonna be like that because sometimes I don't want to be fucked with. But it's not too bad. But I don't live there. I don't get stuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to get myself out of it. I'll end up thinking of something or I'll watch something and I'll end up laughing or I'll put a game on where I'm watching a basketball game and I'll get out of that so that I don't get stuck there. But from what I've seen and watching and just listening to things, some people get stuck there. They have no plan. They have no nothing's going good and it's like why? What's going on, ATL Unanimous? What's happening with you? Appreciate you. I'm so glad you doing videos, brother. I am so happy for you. Keep pushing them out. Keep pushing them out. But
Also,
mhm,
these type of forthright dialogues. can help you work through your own shit. Like you might be in a quagmire of thoughts and or feelings, and just shooting the shit with somebody real quick because they don't, like, you and I don't think alike. We think alike on certain things, but we left brain, right brain. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, and I'm speaking from my experiences.
Mm-hmm.
There's times you said shit to me, and I have such a combative and defensive nature that sometimes I'll be like, nah, like fuck that, and boom, boom, boom. But then you ain't there when I'm asleep and I wake up, boom, and then it's sinking what the fuck you said to me, and I'll be like, damn, like it just it spark a whole nother spider web of thoughts for me, and then I'll reconvene with you like, hey sis, and I don't always I don't always have the words to elaborate on what I want to say. So sometimes I just be like, yo, thank you for what you said or whatever. Because I might have been at a wall,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't get past that wall. And even that extra dialogue that I had with you just opened up a completely different path. Now I go left, and now I'm over here instead of at that wall that I was at. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of shit that comes with this conversation, sis. That's why when you said it to me, I was like, oh, this is gonna be funky shit.
Yeah, for sure. Look, Jay,
You
look,
know?
Jay Gibbs said, brother said, stop worrying about things you can't control. Good ass advice. Appreciate you, BC. And that's from
Hey,
Jay Gibbs.
That's right.
hey,
For real. Like, and that and I'm even guilty of that as well because I look at people and sometimes when I know their situation and I'm like, but why are you still there in this situation? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but you don't have to be in that position. And then you realize, and you know, they're coming to you and talking to you, so that's how you know the position that they're in. And it's like, but you don't have to be in. You don't. You're not stuck. You just chose to not do anything to get out of that situation. And then next thing you know, now it's a full blown issue. And it's like, well, damn, I didn't think this would have been an issue. You came to me, not I came to you. You came to me, and now it's a full fledged issue because I'm trying to motivate you and push you to get out of that mindset, get out of that I'm stuck mindset to progress and move forward. But some people are so ridiculous. They like being stuck and they have no progression. They have nothing. And it's like, that's not going to work for me. I don't want to be cool with people like that. I don't want to be around individuals like that. I don't want to hear individuals like that because if you hear it and be around it long enough, your ass gonna be stuck. I was stuck for a while, and it was, at the time I was married, stuck because I'm so busy being the wife, being the mom, being the accountant, being the cook, being the accountant, being this, being that, being the chauffeur, I'm I have all these different hats on in one day. I forget to be me because I don't have that opportunity to chill and just be me because I'm ripping and running, doing for everybody and things that need to get done all goddamn day. I ended up getting stuck. And I'm like, I'm about to start doing CrossFit. And that's when I got unstuck because nope, I cut out this block of time. This is what I'm gonna go do. I'm not gonna go do any of this. Anything that's required, yeah, that's not gonna get done right now. It's gonna have to get done after I get done doing what I need to do for me.
hmm
And
hey,
and 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 a lot of people don't understand that it is important for you to do what's best for you. If that's self reflection, take that time to self reflect because uh, your shit, you can't walk around like your shit don't stink. Just don't get stuck in a position where you are just existing and not living your life. Living your life meaning, doing what you need to do as a person, not being a burden to people, not just being a shitty ass individual to even be around because you can take the mood down, you know, from somebody, and this is like you every day. No, do something better. Do something
Right.
different.
Hey,
Do something that you're not doing.
but it's all right to lose yourself every once in a while because sometimes we do. We lose our way. You know what I'm saying? It's all right,
Mm-hmm.
but be mindful of people. I don't think people are mindful of you. Okay, prime example. You don't really know how great you are till somebody actually challenges your greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like you might
Mm-hmm.
not be aware of how powerful your words and how you speak are until somebody's actually challenging your ass. You might have altered 45 different people's goddamn day, and the only time you actually think to yourself how powerful you speak is when somebody challenge your ass and you gotta combat them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, hey man, be mindful. That's why I said to you, and I said it to you years ago, sis. I said, like, I try to watch my mouth. Like, even though I'm sharp and I'm quick with it, I try to watch my mouth because you can't take words back.
Mm-hmm.
And it don't. I ain't perfect. I'm far from fucking perfect, and I know my words cut because I write. You know what I'm saying? And I read back. I read back songs that I wrote 20 years ago, and I be like, God damn! Like I know how articulate I can be, so I try to watch my goddamn mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Just because on the flip side, you can't be sensitive on the intake and insensitive on the outtake. You didn't that's not a calculus that's going to work for you.
Right.
It doesn't work like that. You got to be mindful. That's why it still comes back to perception versus reality. Reality is your pain is yours, and if you're not willing to share your pain with other people, they don't know about it, and you can't walk with that shit on your shoulder because don't nobody know what they don't know.
Right.
Let me share something with you. The one thing that I can hear in this, and one of the things that I wanted when you first told me about this subject, one of the things that I thought about was I said, in order for me to be of value to this subject, since one of the first things you talked about was responsibility, I said, well, I have to then be responsible for my position in life because as KQKC would say, pause,
Mm-hmm.
OG, as an OG, then what I share needs to be an elevation of what the common thought is going to be because of, my years and my experience and so forth. I need to be able to share something to this that is not what most people are going to expect or what most people might even feel. So let
Mm-hmm.
me say this. The one thing that we're missing in this, which is part of the reality piece, is that let's look at all of us
Mm-hmm.
as a puzzle. And each piece of the puzzle is significant to the overall functioning at that high level. But if you take, but if you reach into that puzzle bag
Mm-hmm.
and you pull out a whole bunch of the pieces, and let's say you've got maybe 30% of the pieces are now there, and all the rest of them have been taken away. So then now, when you put those pieces down, they don't have all the things they need in order to be at their very best because now you can't see what the picture is supposed to be because
Mm-hmm.
all these pieces are missing. So now let's look at America.
Mm-hmm.
America is an intentional divisionary process. That's why you have givers and you have takers in America. That's really the foundation of America.
Mm-hmm.
Now, or you can even say you have owners and you have consumers.
Mm-hmm.
My point is this: what has been lost in all communities, and if we look at us as a collective, what has been lost is our unity, our one band, one sound.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that we are not unified. So because we're not unified, we have all different agendas, and it becomes difficult for a person that did not get the same repetition that you got to see it the way you see it, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So, the most important thing is, how do we solve it? Because we can talk about all of the things that are not right, but how do we solve this? And we have to solve it as a collective. If I don't see, the problem here in this country is that we've been lied to so much through religion and business and so many other things. That's why we can argue about boxing. We can argue about everything, because it's all these different divisionary tactics for one person to win. And they don't care whether or not the other person, what happens to them while I'm trying to win.
Right.
And so we just have to get to a place where we say, listen, if I care about you, then I have to care about your why.
Mm-hmm.
Your why is why you have respond the way that you do, why you feel the way that you feel. And if I don't care about that, then I don't really have a right to have an opinion about it.
Right.
I understand how you're saying that, but I don't. It's not that black and white for me. Like I don't. It is. Your why is not required for me to care about you.
Of course not, because that's not how you were raised.
Yeah, like I don't. Like, hey man, why don't matter if I care about you? I just care about you. Fuck all that. That's yours. That's. I mean, I'll listen to it. I may know you for 30 fucking years and never wrap my head around that, and I don't think I have to just love you.
Oh no, no, no. I'm not saying that you have, but see, that's you. You feel like that because you obviously come from a strong family background. It's a whole lot of people that don't have no family common sense.
Yeah, I just take things how they not how they present themselves, but how they just are. Like, hey, listen, there's a certain ebb and flow with everything, right? Like I may be good at this, and I'm still so I speak so curt that I come off rough to people, and it's not always accepted. And I'm cool with that. That's how I speak. I can't speak another way. That's how the fuck I speak. Like Picasso said, he feels like I'm self-destructive. Like, no, I'm old enough to reflect now. Before I used to just speak, and that shit has worked against me. So I learned how to let me collect myself and word it in a manner where people don't misconstrue what's actually what my message is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because that happens. It happens. There's gaps in people's range of education, how they apply it. It's so much shit going on that like, yo, I just learned to pick my words, man. I just pick my words as best as I can. When I'm in a space where like Quee could be herself when she talks to me. I could be myself when I talk to her. So when I'm around her, I speak. I speak like I'm talking to my sister. That's why I call her my sister. Because I don't have to pull my punches. To me, it's like, what you punching for if you pulling punches? That shit sounds crazy.
Right. All right. Let me
You
read
know
this
what I mean?
real quick. I'm sorry. Let me get this comment from Big Bro Albie. He said, "It's the truth versus the lie. Reality, real world versus manufactured matrix. Ones who live in accountability and responsibility versus the Decepticons who take or tear down everyone around them. Beware." And that is a fact.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's why I live in this. It's either this or it's that. You either do or you don't. There is no gray area for me. I don't like gray areas. I don't live in them because we either cool or we ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm either gonna be there for you or I'm not. You ain't there for me. You know the answer. I'm not gonna be there for you. You say, f me, okay, f you too. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be this one sided situation. Relationships with anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be those anymore. That shit's done because when you sit back and there's your reflection time, you sit back and you look in that mirror and you realize half the shit I've been through, I didn't even need to go through.
Mm-hmm.
because you don't. You go through it based on the decisions that your ass has made.
Mm-hmm.
Thus,
Choices.
you judge the choices, thus the consequences for being stuck somewhere for too long. It's just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at with it. I'm good.
It's
I'm never.
always worth it, sis. It's always
Mm-hmm.
worth it. It makes us who we are. It's always worth it. Like, I mean, if you ain't never stubbed your fucking toe, you wouldn't know what it was like. So you wouldn't know to be running around them goddamn corners barefoot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We need all that shit. We need all of it. Good, bad, indifferent. We need all of it. Just so long as you have the mindset to grow from it, and I mean, hold it for as long as you need to, but don't hold on to too much because that shit don't mean nothing.
Right. And we most he said I've always been taught to raise people up instead of tearing them down.
Facts.
And that's the truth. However, when a motherfucker gets to tearing my ass down, I'm finna tear your ass down to the ground too. And you know, and granted, I'm wrong for that. But god damn it, sometimes it's just some things you just got to say. I'm sorry. It's just some things you just got to say. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you don't wake up like that. You be cool until someone gets to messing with you. And you hold on as long as you can because you're trying to just not do it. But
Speak for this.
eventually, they step
Speak for
on that
yourself, sir.
last little nerve you got left and they crumble and they doing this with their foot. Oh yeah, you finna go on and get it real quick. Let me
Hey,
go on
you
and say
speak.
what I need to say. You know what I'm saying? I tried to not say nothing for as long as I possibly could, but god damn it, you about to catch this real quick. You know
You
what I'm
speaking
saying?
for you, Chris. Because sometimes I wake up and I choose violence. Ain't nobody said shit. Sometimes I just no, no, for real. Sometimes I've been thinking about a multitude of things and like, you know what? Fuck everybody. I'm on one like 10 minus 9. You hear me? Like it happens. It do happen. It happened. So
I've been
like,
there. I've been there. And it's like, God damn it, I'm trying. I'm trying to save y'all. Leave me alone, okay? I'm trying to save you. Just leave me alone. You don't even want to do that. Okay. Here you go. Take that with you real quick.
yep.
And you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. And that's why I say keep trying to chill. But God damn when people step on that last nerve. Like,
Hey,
that's it.
sis,
Gotta give it to you. Mm-hmm.
about 8 a.m. in New York, when I'm getting on that goddamn bus on my way to work, I be ready to Nancy Kerrigan these little motherfuckers. They be getting on my nerves. Like
Oh
I
Lord.
will, I'll alter your life. I ain't had no coffee. I ain't ate no goddamn real breakfast. I had a glass of water and like a fucking orange slice. Hey man, you skipping the line. You in the way with your book bag. Yo, you trying to get where you going or what? Cause I'll fuck your legs up. You know what I mean? And sometimes I gotta just laugh at myself too. I be looking crazy on the bus, laughing to myself. Cause I thought it like, well, I just broke this motherfucker. I beat this nigga leg in like the police. You know what I'm saying? And I chuckle at the thought of that shit. Like, man, go ahead, Brian. You wildin'.
But you
You gotta
got
just
to though.
you
But you
got to
gotta do
appreciate
that.
your imperfections.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let me just toss this in
Hmm.
as my perspective that all of that is real and it's real for all of us. But there's a missing piece here that most people don't talk about.
Hmm.
Now, I don't know what it doesn't matter what anybody's spiritual belief is. If you believe in God, if you believe in a higher power, whatever, I certainly do.
Hmm.
But that's that's a person's choice, and it's also got a lot to do with their exposure.
Hmm.
But let me say this: if we knew who we actually were, problem is most people are lost. I mean, even people that are confident about themselves, but they don't know why they were created. They don't understand that. Listen, I hear people talk about, you know, because I'm a minister and I've been around many pastors and so forth for a number of years. But the inconsistency that I see is that religion doesn't have anything to do with God. Nothing. Now, I
Mm.
know that most people believe it does. Religion was a divisionary tactic to keep us divided in so many different ways. Now, I hear a lot of so called religious people who say they know the word. Now, I'm saying, well, if
Mm-hmm.
Genesis 1:26 says that God created man in his image and likeness for you to have authority and dominion over everything, well, what does authority mean? It means control. What dominion means authority over absolutely everything. So let me put it in this perspective because everybody understands. If my personal relationship with God supersedes a church, a
Mm-hmm.
building, a pastor, I talk to God every day, know him personally. So let me say this. If I tried to tell you about BC, if I tried to tell you about your father, never met him, but I'm going to tell you who he is and how he operates and how he moves and whatever, you look at me like I was a nut, right?
Most certainly, but I might not say nothing.
Right. But you say, I mean, you say it to yourself. So my point is this: until we understand who we are here, we struggle because we don't know all this shit is already ours. That's like
Mm.
somebody coming in your house and telling you, "Hey man, this look kind of nice. Okay, I need you to get out and it's mine now."
Hey,
I'm like, well, first of all, if I know that God made all of this for all of us,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have more than you, you don't have more than me. It's all mine, but it's mine. Then I'm not in competition with anybody about something that I know is already my God-given birthright. This is mine. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
struggling. I'm not worrying about how I'm going to eat. I'm not, because all of this is mine. So my point is this: I think that's a whole nother level of elevation in thought.
mhm.
Because if I'm walking that way in
Mm-hmm.
my life for real, then all the things that annoy me now couldn't possibly annoy me because I'm not worried about what tomorrow's going to be. All of this shit is mine,
Right. Right.
you
Right.
know? So, I mean, I just think that's a place that, and now the reason we're not there was intentional. And
Mm-hmm.
most people don't have that exposure to have that thought. I understand that. But at some place, we've got to stop. We don't have to fight for something that's already yours.
There you go. Agreed. I definitely agree with that. And you
Oh,
know,
now I'm Cat Williams. Okay.
but you know,
Yeah,
but you know, the crazy thing about it is, it's like, and yeah, you're right. Oh, hold on, I hear echo, BC. Do you got us playing in the background?
no, no.
We got an echo. Yeah. And it's like, how do we move forward?
Got to the damn door.
How do we get past it? Because this is because it's for the people that are stuck. You know what I'm saying? That just like they can't get right. Not that that's not a funny way of saying it. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just saying we all know people that are like they can't get right, and it's like, you're stuck. How can they get unstuck? Because I believe, in just in my opinion, coming from someone who was stuck before, you in your own way. It's
Yep.
you in your own head. That's the reason why you ain't doing what you need to do so that you can get out there and do what you need to do. And because you're stuck, it looks like everybody around you is progressing and living this beautiful life. And it's like you don't know what they're going through. But because you being who you are, you have this perception of what you think their life is, and you have no idea.
Right.
And then at the end of the day, when you sit down and then you get overthinking and then you get in your own head again, therein comes the comparisons. Why is their life so much better than mine? Which that is technically the wrong mindset. You should not have that. That shouldn't even be a concern of yours. What you should be focusing on is what I need to do to make my life better than what it is today. What I need to do tomorrow so that my life is better tomorrow than it was today. Where did I fall short so that I can progress? Because progression, whether it's slow or fast, it's still progression. As long as you still have forward movement, you're good. But don't just get stuck in one spot and you ain't moving. And now you're getting left behind because other people are moving on with their lives and their things. Because I'm busy. I'm a busy person. I don't have time to sit on YouTube all goddamn day. I don't have the opportunity. I'm busy, and even on an off day, I got shit to do. I can't just sit and do nothing. I just can't. I can't. It's things I'm like, okay, I need to be doing this. Okay, this need to get done. I need to do this. Okay, I didn't do this yesterday. Okay, let me do this today. And it's just like a constant run of things. So I don't have that capability or don't have the mindset to where I'm just sitting there and I'm just existing in life. I'm living because I'm getting shit done. I'm knocking shit out the way. I done got another email about my credit limit that went up on some card. I don't even know which card it is, but my credit limit that went up. My credit score done jumped up 60 points this year because of some stuff that, ain't got nothing to do with me, but it took me down a little bit, but now I'm back on up where I need to be. And I'm like, I worked hard to get to where I'm at. Why don't other people want to work hard? I just don't get it. Let me see. Picasso says, have you ever asked somebody for directions to somewhere and they gave you a vague description, so you just got lost and asked somebody else and they tell you exactly where you are, where you are from your destination? I use my GPS. I can give you some directions, but I may not be able to give you street names. But I'm more of a food person. Let me tell you. By the time you get to this food spot, make a right. As soon as you pass this a street, when you pass, make a right past that McDonald's or something. I'm like one of those people because I don't know all the street names, and I'm one of those. But I use my GPS. But I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, and it's like I don't know, like I don't. I would be truly a very uncomfortable person being stuck. Like I don't know. Like you don't know what to do. You don't know how to get out of this slump that you're in. Like I don't know. I'm gonna come up with something. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't sit for very long and just not think of something. So I don't know how to tell people to get unstuck, get out of their head. Because, like I said, I believe that's where a lot of people are, is they're stuck in their head. They're in their own way, unfortunately. William Oscom, talk about directions. I can tell you get to that food place and make a right or make a left or something like that. But I don't know how to cook. I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? It's people be hungry. That's all. You know what I'm saying? You can't trust everybody. People be lying. That's just how it go. And that's my story, William Old School, and I'm sticking to it. I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to cook nothing.
That's not
Trust,
true.
look, trust me. You catch people on a bad day, they're gonna tell you I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to cook. So just take me for my word. I don't know what I'm doing. That way you ain't got to hear from somebody else.
Well,
But
I know, I know you can cook.
well, you just seen some background stuff.
Yeah, but it's like you
You
can
seen
cook.
some background stuff. But don't tell everybody. Don't tell nobody else. Keep that keep that between us.
Right, right, right. I got you. I got you.
But so we're gonna. Did you have anything else you wanted to add on this reality versus perception before we move on to the other topic?
No, no, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay. Next topic, you all, and this was a fun one. It made you think. It's gonna make you think because I had to sit and think about it as well. Do you all remember, or if it hasn't happened yet, I would hope that it would have happened. But in life, in this thing called life, we're supposed to be grown. We're grown, of age. Let me just say that we're of age, and these curveballs that life throws at you tend to happen at any given time. It's not a set time for these curveballs, but here they come, slapping you in the face. So, do you remember, or are you currently going through something where responsibility has jumped in and said, "Hey, hello, what's up, homie? Don't forget about me. I'm right here. I'm responsibility. I'm something that you're gonna have to sit and think about. You either gonna do this, or you're gonna do that. This is the responsible. This is the responsible way. You should do this." And then while you're making that decision, his homeboy kicks in. Sacrifice introduces himself and says, "Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Sacrifice." Because you're gonna have to sacrifice some things when you become responsible. And then right when you think you figuring this shit out, that old throwback partner named integrity kicks in for another situation. So now you're gonna have to choose your morals and your values. Keep that integrity. You're gonna say, "Fuck it, I gotta do what I need to do to get this bread." You know what I'm saying? And these are the things, these are your partners. And do you remember those times that each one of them partners made their way into your life, or any current situations where those partners made their guest appearance in your life and stopped you in your tracks? You have any of those situations, Pops?
Oh my goodness. Woo! A whole lot of years. Ah, well, I guess when you break it down like that, when you think about responsibility,
Mm-hmm.
sacrifice, integrity, they're all foundational principles. Each and every one of them is a foundational principle.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be responsible for things in my life, uh, myself as a foundation. I need to have to make certain sacrifices to make sure that I'm focused on whatever those responsibilities are. And then I have to have some moral fiber, which is my integrity, in order to hopefully make the best decisions. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a challenge based on how you've been raised, what and how you and whether fear creeps in, because a lot of times when people are afraid is when that's when their morality is truly challenged, because now it's about, I can't, I got to pay this, I got to pay that, I got to do this, I got to do that, and I know I can do this, but now the risk,
Mm-hmm.
and then does this compromise what I really want to be, or what I'd be proud of, or would I admit this, or whatever? And those are the challenges that we're faced with every day, and our preparation for that is the environment that we come from. And that's
Mm-hmm.
typically what's going to push the decision that we make, especially if we've been coddled. If we're
Mm-hmm.
somebody that has always been bailed out of their situation, then they're not going to know how to respond with morality in particular
Mm-hmm.
when that situation arises. They're not going to, because they're used to somebody fixing it for them. And so it's they're all challenging, yes. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right now, my mother is 91 years old. She's in an assisted living place. She broke her leg. Then my sister went in the hospital with a, a, a skin disease that they're not even sure what it is. So I'm now faced with that. So now I don't have to just be there for my mom. I got to be there for my sister, financially and otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
And most days I'm out there with my mom,
Mm-hmm.
and then running back and forth and trying to. I was, matter of fact, right before you did this live, I had to get some stuff to my sister for an appointment that she's got coming up. But I guess my point is that at 68 years old, if I'm not capable of making the right choices here, then my repetition has been poor for a long time.
Right.
So I'm, but these are, I mean, I could say, I could say to my sister, hey, listen, I got my own stuff. I don't have time right now, and, we got assisted living people there to help mom, so I can't be there every day. But my responsibility as a son, my responsibility as a brother won't allow me to make that a decision like that. So, it's all about exposure, though. I mean, I couldn't make the decisions that I made if I wasn't raised in that way.
Mm-hmm. Very true. And you know, y'all all know how I was raised. Hey, you either finna shit or get off the pot. You're gonna get it by choice or by force. Take your pick. But you finna do something. There is no let me sit down and just let me just stay here. No, you gonna have to get up and do something. Mine, I've done so much sacrificing. It's it's unbelievable how much sacrifice I've done. How many sacrifices I've had to make. How many times responsibility slapped me in my face. Well, you thought you was finna do this, but now this done popped up. You know what I'm saying? And put me in a real bad situation because these choices that you have to make, thus making your life extremely hard because of the choices that you're making. At the time that these two homeboys pop up on you, like that in a long time, and they come back in brute force. Like I'm finna sit you down, I'm finna shut you up, and I'm finna make this as hard as possible because you ain't got but a couple of options. And I used the example earlier of just because somebody don't like somebody, and now you telling me to not like them too because you have a problem with them. What do I look like? What do I look like as a person? Say, you know what? Big. You don't like them. I don't like them. Your integrity is gone. That person ain't done nothing to you. Where there's a code, man, code depends on the person and the situation at the time because that shit go right out the door all the time. So I don't want to hear about this code people want to live by. That shit differentiates depending on who you talking to, the individual, the time, and the situation. But what does not change is what integrity means, what responsibility means, what sacrifice means. Those definitions will never change. And I've done some things where, like last year, I wanted to see I wanted to see Ali Sadiq last year. I was like, okay, well, I got my money right. Okay, damn, you can't buy one ticket, you gotta buy two. Okay, well, damn, okay, my brother. Let me see, where my brother at. See if he want to go. He might want to get somebody to go and all this type shit to go see Ali Sadiq. And in the section, it was cheaper to have four people to get a section for 4 people than it is to have a seating for 2 people. Because I guess, it's split in 4 ways, but if one person's paying, then, take your pick. But I eventually did not get a chance to go. And I had to make a sacrifice. And I had to, at that point when I realized I couldn't go, things weren't working out the way it needed to work out so that I could go, I had to use, take that bread, at least I had that money, and use it for something else. So I had to take that sacrifice. Just like I took the sacrifice from having my nails done, having my feet done. Those I had to make those sacrifices because other things were needed. Things were needed to happen. So I had to sacrifice getting my nails and my feet done so that other things can be tended to. And those are sacrifices that I had to make. It wasn't fair to me, but I had to make those sacrifices to do those things. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to the responsibility, hell, I got so much responsibility. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the option to walk around like I don't have any responsibilities. Although, just, maybe for like an hour, I would like to know what it feels like to just not have any responsibilities. But I don't have the privilege to just go on in life like I don't have responsibilities. Like I don't have to sacrifice anything. Like I don't have to think about my integrity when it comes to certain situations and how things happen. And it would be nice, you know, even if it's for an hour, just to see what it feels like to just act like I don't have no responsibilities or to sacrifice or anything, because I'm always gonna have to sacrifice for something. Yeah, and and that's the crazy thing. Like I used the example Jay give from 2023 when my electricity got turned off 2 days, 2 3 days, yeah, 3 days. Yeah, it was exactly 3 days before I got paid. What was I supposed to do? Who had my back? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? There was no help. I had to make some shit happen, and I had to bite the bullet. And you know what? I had to use, slap that on something I didn't even want to slap it on. But it happened. So I had to take that sacrifice and do what needed to be done so that I can get this electricity turned back on. Literally before I got paid. I was like, y'all couldn't wait. But, I had to take that for the team. That's right, Jacob. That's how it's supposed to be. Not you sitting down like, woe is me. Oh my God, I can't do anything. No. You're getting out, getting it, and that's how it's supposed to be. Pops, you want to add anything? And I'm glad you came through on the other side, Jacob. That's how it's supposed to be. You got to sit and grind that shit out. It'll get greater later.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're absolutely right. But it all goes back to one thing.
Mm-hmm.
How were you raised? What were you taught? What was your exposure? What is your, uh, and I guess I always use the term why because this is why people behave the way they do. You have that type of consciousness about, I got to make it shake. I have responsibilities. I had to sacrifice this. But that's because you saw that. You
Mm-hmm.
were raised that way. You saw your mother make the sacrifices that she made.
Mm-hmm.
You seen that. So if a person doesn't see now, you know, I guess there's another part of it. If a person lives in an environment where they're enabled all the time, where they're always, somebody always fixes what they break or what they can't do. They just, wave their magic wand and fix it. Well, if that's what they've learned, then their behavior is they're not gonna they're not gonna choose responsibility the same way you would. They're
Mm-hmm.
not going to have the same kind of reaction or the same feeling of their ethical responsibility. They're not going to look at life that way, and that's the unfortunate thing. If there has to be some way. then we can come back to the unified village that we used to have, where information wasn't just in your house. It was in everybody's house because it was in everybody's community. And that becomes the change. If the information is not there, we can have whatever opinion that we want to have about all of this. And we can say, this is how I think it should go. This is what worked for me. I've seen it work for other people. But if somebody else does not get that as a part of their core belief system,
Mm-hmm.
they're never going to make that change. And that's when we have to say, I got to take care of my house. And I got to let other people believe what they believe and take care of their house, because you can't drag people to freedom. And the unfortunate thing is that we want sometimes so bad, we don't understand, well, how come they just can't do it like this?
Right.
Because that's not what they believe, whatever their reason is. And I can't spend too much time focused on
Mm-hmm.
why they won't do right. I just can't let it affect my life. And that's when you have to make choices of where somebody can be in your circle or whether they can't.
Right. Very true. I ain't think of it like that either. Because I'll end up falling back and just kind of be by myself for a minute so I can try to, get it together. Because sometimes that's what's needed is for you to fall back, take some time, think about it. Hold on, let me get a plan together. Let me do this. Because even though you're sitting, not, it looks like you're not doing anything, but that mind is churning. You trying to figure it out.
And you got to be around like-minded people, people
Mm-hmm.
that are always trying to grow, because we believe what we believe until we grow to another perspective that has convinced us that maybe we didn't see it the right way then, and now I see it differently now.
Right.
Because we're never going to be perfect, so every day should be an elevation of your thought.
Mm-hmm.
I know better today because of what I went through yesterday.
Right. Definitely agree. And it's crazy because just when you think, you got it figured out, here come one of the homies pulling up.
Right?
They ain't never late.
Nope.
Like the big homie, Karma. Motherfuckers never late.
Nope.
Always on time. No matter
Cause and
what it
effect.
is.
Yep. Cause and effect.
Yeah. Because when you do, you know, bullshit, like trying to put stipulations on friendships or things like that, it's gonna happen. Because you know that shit ain't right. You can't treat people like a certain type of way and think that it's gonna be cool. And I said it before and I'll say it again. I've never made people pick and choose. I'm not one of those people. You cool with me, you cool with me. If you're not, why the fuck you over here then?
Right.
You can get from around here if we ain't cool. You can ear hustle all you want and make up some kind of lie because that's typically what happens. But if you listen to what's actually being said, you don't have to make up a lie or make up any stories because I'm speaking very clearly and I'm saying exactly what I'm saying. So there's no need to lie or make up a story or create some kind of narrative that'll best suit you when I'm speaking my truth without the faking and shaking. I ain't gotta fake and shake, pretend to be something that I'm not. Just for people to be cool, or for people to understand, or to try to make people jealous of my situation. Baby, y'all don't want this situation. Trust me. Y'all can't walk in my shoes. Trust me, you don't want to. With the responsibility and the sacrifices and the things that I have to that I do on a daily basis, some people don't even know what sacrifices are because they can't make them. Because they've never been put in a position where they had to sacrifice something, which I think is crazy in our big age that we are. said some people
That
think that the world revolves around them alone. Baby, who you telling? And I look at those people and I make sure I stay the hell away from those kind of people.
that's that me, my, and I mindset.
Oh yeah, I see a lot of that on YouTube. That's why I'm unsub from a lot of channels. I ain't with it. And there was Christian.
I knew that's who that was. I heard the little knock. I said, "Yep,
That is him. But it's I would love for people to get from the show and just to think, because life doesn't revolve around each person individually, but don't just sit down and be stuck so that you can try to force the world to revolve around you.
yeah,
Because
that's
you can
one."
also sit down and not do anything and think the world revolves around you. I don't know how that mindset works, but hey, we've seen stranger things happen.
Yep, as long as there's a bailout, and that's when a person is responsible for their life, whatever happens, good or bad, and they don't have a bailout. They just got to either make it or not. When that happens to a person, it either brings out the best in you or it brings out the worst in you. And and that's all individual.
That's going to build some character or
Yep,
show lack
it
thereof.
it should. But a person that's never had to stand on their own, it's very difficult to determine what course of action they're going to take when they have to,
Hmm.
because they have no repetition in solving problems themselves. So now they're looking for somebody to solve it, and if that can't happen, then now they're usually going to take the most egregious route because that might be the quickest route in their mind. Because fixing a problem typically takes time. There are things that you have to do, and you sacrifices you have to make, and you got to get off your butt. If you're a person used to laying around and sleeping all day and whatever, well, that's something that your body is used to, your whole presence is used to. But now you got to do something different, and that change is not always easy, but it's a requirement.
Very true. Because sometimes I just want to sit. If I could turn my brain off for a second to stop all the thinking, that would be great. But I can't because there's so many things that I feel I should be doing. There's so many things that I know that I should be doing, because feeling and thinking, feeling and knowing it's two different things. You know what I'm saying? And therein brings all the dilemmas and the responsibility and the integrity and the sacrifice. Like, damn, which big homie am I trying to deal with today? I don't want to deal with any of them. If I had my choice, I wouldn't have to deal with any of them. But I don't have my choice, so I have to deal with them just about every single day. Or I'm gonna what I'm gonna have to sacrifice to get this done. Like at work, it's a lot of sacrificing that I'm gonna have to do, while I'm at work, because some shit gotta get done. I have a responsibility, and I just have to get shit done. I don't have the ability to pass it off to somebody else, although that would be perfect. But I don't have that option to pass work off to other people. It's just, hey, this is what you got to do. Here's your list of shit you need to do for the day, and you need to go get all that shit done.
D free joined.
And that's just how it goes. Okay, let me get. What's going on, bro? What's happening with you?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Dr. Mark? What's going on, Quay?
What's
Man, we
happening, D
chilling,
Free?
Hey,
chilling,
nothing.
chilling.
Chilling. I saw y'all up here. I said, let me come through, say what's up to the people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What y'all up here cooking on today?
Talking about reality versus perception is what I started off with. And then
Oh,
talking about in life, as far as just about your every day, you got three of your homies that show up all the time, meaning responsibility, sacrifice, and integrity. They show up just about every damn day for you to remind you, hey, you can't do this. You might
mm-hmm.
not want to do this. Whether people want to acknowledge them or not, hey, that's another story. But they're always going to be there. And then the biggest homie, the OG triple OG, is karma. That motherfucker gonna show up when you get the fucking up.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's a guarantee gonna show up. I can't tell you what time, but the OG triple OG karma is definitely going to make their way to you.
yeah, yeah. They will most definitely. But yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people they live in a fantasy world. You have you have two types of people. You have
Mm-hmm.
people that live in reality. You have people that live in fantasy. And those the ones that live in fantasy is the ones that's always out here capping, and they putting on a front. They saying they got this. They this type of person when they in all actuality, people from around their neighborhood, people that grew up with him were like, nah, he was never like that. Not that he lying. That's not the type of dude that I know. I don't know when he was that dude, but he wasn't like that dude coming up with us.
Right.
So those are the ones that live in fantasy land. They want to be somebody that they really can't be or that they admire, and that's what they wanted to be, but they just not that individual. Um, then you have the people that they go about life at what knowing what life is about, and they live in reality. They live inside their means. They're not trying to keep up with the Joneses. They're not trying to overspend. They planning for the future. They planning for tomorrow. They're not just living for the moment. So I mean, those are the two type of people in the world. You got to realize who they are, and the phonies they will show themselves because it's just like getting in a relationship. After about 6 or 7 months, the real side will start to show. It might not show all at once, but it will eventually start to show. You'll see you'll see glimpses of it. They might do something and you look at them, you be like, hold up, you ain't never really came at me like that before. And you be like, oh no, I'm just playing with you, I'm just playing with you. But in all actuality, they really meant it, but they didn't know you was gonna take it like that, so they try to hide it again.
Right.
Uh, so it just you just gotta pay attention. That's why I say I always watch my surroundings. I watch the people that I'm around before I open up completely to anybody, and that's whether I in a relationship, friendship. It doesn't matter. Brand new job, whatever. Before I open up, I gotta watch and test the waters to see how everything is going, how everything is. And then after, I normally will start to open up somewhere around 6, 7 months down the line. That's when you'll start to see, okay, the real deep free. Not that I'm putting on the front. It's just I keep up a guard, and so I don't really show my true self. I'm more so quiet and laid back until I get to know who you are, and then I open up to you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. And
I mean
so,
that's just like when I go to these new YouTube channels. I go to a new YouTube channel. I don't say nothing. I sit back and watch and see what's
yeah.
going on, see what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And, if it's something that I can get with, then I come back, and it'll take me a minute before I start to speak in the chat. Now I might say something to the host or whatever, or I let them know, hey, I'm a new subscriber or whatever have you, and I just sit back and I just monitor how everything is going, which ones I gotta watch out for, which ones I can
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and speak to, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how I do at any channel, even channels that I've been going to for a long time. If I see some new people there, I would just watch them and keep an eye on them, make sure they cool. Because I done had people say, Dad, I done said what's up to you multiple times. You never said nothing back. I don't know who
Yep.
you are.
Right.
I don't just speak to just anybody in you on YouTube because I know how these people on YouTube are. It's a troll. They looking for somebody to latch on to. So
There you
I don't
go.
just speak to anybody. If I don't know you, I'm not saying nothing to you. I say
At
something to the
all.
people that I know.
That's it. That's how I operate. I'll
What's going
speak.
on, Jay Gibson?
If motherfuckers
I'll be
speak to
what
me,
it
I'll
do.
speak to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it go. If you don't speak, I ain't speaking. I ain't got shit
William
to
Old
say.
School was good. Yeah, it's
And
just it's too many phony people on YouTube. Like YouTube, social media, the internet, people can be anything they want to be because 9 times out of 10, you probably never going to see these people. So they can make up and be anything they want to be.
but
I done had a couple of people I done bumped into from YouTube because they live in the area, or I happen to go to a fight or to a gathering, and I was in their city or their state or whatever, and I ran into a couple of people. And
yeah,
like Queen tell you, everybody that see me, oh, this nigga D Free, the same dude as he is on YouTube. I don't change up.
yeah,
It's nothing about me that's phony. I'm gonna be
yep,
who I am. I'm a crack joke. I'm a laugh, have a good time, the same way I do on YouTube. I know when to be serious and I know when to have a good time. And most of the time, the only time I'm serious is when it's something that's personal or it's dealing with my family. Other than that, I'm having a good time.
yeah. I'm
Right.
I'm I'm the same way. I'm more. My face expression's gonna show a whole lot more in person.
Your face was supposed to say, you say one thing, I'm gonna smack the hell out of you. That's what your face was supposed to say. You
Oh,
say one thing wrong, I'm gonna smack the hell out of you.
I be chilling,
Queen got
man.
that look on her face like if you didn't know Queen, she looked like you know how you watching them daggone old movies like what was the movie Nothing to Lose. Remember Nothing to Lose when
yep.
Martin Lawrence came home with the white guy and Big Mama slapped the hell out of him out of that's what Queen looked like. She looked like you sitting there chilling, you ain't doing nothing wrong, but you just happen to be with the wrong person at the wrong time, and you catch when the white dude was like, I ain't got nothing to do. He's sitting there laughing. Big Mama slapped the hell out of him too. You're like, oh, what the hell? I didn't know you was with him. Damn, I just left because I was with you. I didn't even do nothing.
My face be telling it. Oh, my face be telling it. And I don't even be thinking like that. I just can't hide it. Sometimes I be just being deep ass thought or some shit that came across my head. And I'm like, ooh, what
Yeah.
if?
Queen, Queen got that face when you walk up in the club, you be looking at a female to holler at. You see Queen from behind, you be like, oh yeah, let me go holler at her. She turn around, you be like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and try somebody else. I ain't gonna do it. She look like she about to shoot me down right now. Cause she did. Queen got that. She'll look at you like, don't even come over here. Don't even come over. You wasting your time. I'm
That's what I
telling you
be
from across
thinking.
the room. She be looking in her eyes, and the eyes will tell you, don't even come over here. You wasting your time. All right, you go ahead and walk. Go ahead and walk. You gonna have that long walk back with your
you
head
about
down.
to you about to
I
get
just
that
told
boy by stuff.
I'm telling you, I be trying to be nice. It's just, sometimes I don't want to be bothered. And it's just like you
you.
sound ridiculous. Like why are you even talking to me? Get your ass on somewhere. And I'm trying to say it as nice as I possibly can. But no, I'll be chilling. I laugh. I had me some fun, but sometimes I just want to be left the fuck alone. And some people don't know how to leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, like it's just I just don't understand how individuals just can't be yourself. They gotta be somebody else, or they gotta be some make believe person. I'm like, no. You was created that way for a reason.
Yep.
Just because this person don't like you, or this person um look at you sideways or whatever, it doesn't mean that everybody's gonna look at you sideways. I know without a shadow of a doubt, there's a bunch of people out there that look at me and be like, man, I don't like. It's something about him I just don't like. He too happy. He always cracking jokes. I don't know. I can't get with him. I
They look
already
at me
know.
like
I
that.
have those. Yeah, I have people that's like that with me. They never say nothing to me, but I know I'm not liked by everybody, and that's cool. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm not going to change up who I am because everybody don't like me. In that case, I be changing up who I am every 20 minutes. Every time I see
Hey,
somebody different, I'm gonna change up.
I know people
Nah,
like that. I know people like that. They be on YouTube too. They pretend to be something that they are not. And it's like, I can't be cool with you because you can't even be honest. Even this mutual person, me and you both know, I can't be cool with you because you're not being who you really are. And I don't want to be around that type of energy because when you be
yeah,
around a bunch of bullshit, at some point in time, sometimes that shit can rub off on you sometimes. And you're going to have to check yourself. Like, wait a minute. Did I just have a moment where that shit kind of rubbed off on me a little bit? Oh, hell no. I can't be around this. And you know what I'm saying? And I won't. I can't get down with the people that are faking and shaking, pretending to be something that they are not, just to have this perception so people can, you know, give them a pat
well,
on the head and say, good dog. And that's what a lot of them are looking for. And a lot of them are looking for them because they have mom issues or they have daddy issues. They never got that as children. And some of that shit is understandable. But it's like at this big grown age that we are, like, come
right,
on.
William. Yeah,
Yep.
and see, I'm the type of person I give everybody the benefit of the doubt, and I might have been warned about you and things
Mm-hmm.
like that. I said, okay, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they just don't like that person, so I'm not going to trust you with everything. I'm still going to keep you in arm's reach. But
Mm-hmm.
we can be cool. We can be in the same place. We can be cordial. But until you do something that affects me, I ain't got no problems with you. We can be in the same place. I ain't got no problems with you. You ain't doing nothing that's affecting me. I understand you and that person. Y'all don't like each other. Then y'all need to stay away from each other. But as long as you ain't do nothing to affect me, we cool. Once I get something that once you do something that would affect me, then okay, I gotta cut you off and leave you the hell alone. That's why
Yep.
I give people a certain amount of time because I know within you can only keep your guard up for so long. Eventually, your guard is going to drop, and your real self is going to come out.
That is a fact.
So I give you a certain amount of time. If you can last with at least a year without any issues between me and you, then okay. If we do have any issue, it's not that serious. Most of the time, it's a disagreement that we have, and it can be worked out. But if it's somebody that's gonna cross you, and that's their main objective is to cross you, they're gonna show themselves within a year. They're gonna show themselves. It's gonna be something that's gonna come up, and they're gonna cross you. And that's when I say, okay, you know what? I gotta let you roll. And that's why remember that time Queen, we was on Southern T
Mm-hmm.
and me and Coach Joe got into it about the fantasy football,
Yeah.
about the trade. And I said no. I said it has. They were like, no, it's just a fantasy game. I said no, it's not that. I said the man gave me his word. If I
Right.
can't trust you with your word, how can I trust you at all?
Right.
I said, so when you, I said, it's not, I'm not pissed about it. I'm just letting you know when you're talking to me, I hold everybody literally to what you say because of my background, how I came up. I tell everybody, is what you say, I'm going to go by what you say. And you're like, oh, D4, you got to be little. Yes, because I'm holding you to exactly what you said. If you
That's
say
right.
I'm gonna give you the $5 at 4 o'clock, nigga, at 4 o'clock I expect to get the $5. They be like, damn, no, you pressed me over $5. It's not that I'm pressing you. You told me at 4 o'clock, so I'm expecting it at 4 o'clock. If you say I give it to you today, then I know okay, you it can be any time today. But you
Right.
gave me a specific time, so I'm expecting it at a specific time.
Mm.
It's the principle.
And that's the thing. That's what kind of pisses a lot of people off as well, is because not everybody holds everybody's feet to the fire, and that I believe that also contributes to a lot of the bullshit that be happening with people. And then when you hold them 10 toes down to that fire, now it's gonna be a problem because they looking at you sideways, and again, now you're the problem, which to me is very crazy because how can you not take somebody for their word? If I tell you I'm
Right.
gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. If I can, I'm say, hey, you know what? Give me a couple more days, or hey, catch me at this time. Or sometimes I may just do some shit and you don't even fucking know about it. So that way I
Right.
don't have to tell you I'm doing it because it's already fucking done. So now you completely not expecting it. I don't have to tell you. You ain't got no. There's no stipulations or anything like that, and it's like that's just how it is. But I would rather talk with the individual, and let them know what's going on instead of trying to fake and shake and squirm my way through it and navigate through some bullshit that I've created and caused a
And
problem.
that's exactly
Dub
why I
right
tell
side
people all the
joined.
time.
Yeah,
When we having debates and stuff, and they want to quote what I say, I say, hold up. If you want to quote what I say, make sure you quote it right because
yeah,
don't ad lib, don't put it in your own words. No, you said this is what D3 says, so say what I said. Don't say what you think that I meant. Say exactly what I said
yeah.
because
And
I'm
that's
gonna
a
correct you. I'm sitting right here. I'm gonna correct you. No, I
yeah.
didn't say that.
That happens all the time. That comprehension be kicking people's ass every day.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I don't know what the disconnect is. I don't. I wish I could write a book on it and get down to the bottom of what the disconnect is. But there's something that happens from when you say something to what someone interprets in their brain, and they done heard you say a whole bunch of shit that you never fucking said. Now you got to spend all this damn time trying to defend what you did not fucking say and try to convince the motherfucker that heard what they thought you heard you say that you said exactly what the fuck you said, which is the craziest thing on the planet that you have to
right.
go through that. And at some point in time, that shit gets old and that fuck it gets kicked into you. And you be like, man, fuck all this. I'm not going to do this shit with this motherfucker because it ain't worth it. 'Cause at the end of the day, a lot of that shit ain't even fucking worth it because they just don't think what they want anyway.
Hey,
All
Queen, I
right.
live in that space.
What you got,
I
Deb?
live in that whole fucking space. Oh, I live in that space now.
This nigga here.
What's happening, Dub?
I love it.
That nigga said, you nigga Williams say, oh, it's my guy, scrub, right side.
Damn, Dub, you just
Hey,
got
hey,
here.
hey,
You done
get
come
what? Hey,
straight.
hey, 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 hold on. Hey, get what though? Get what, sis?
What
Fuck
happened?
it. You damn right. I'm scrub right side. You damn right.
This nigga
This
here.
is where I live now. I ain't got no problem with it.
Bruh. Yeah, Dub, we having a real good conversation about perception versus reality. And then us in our grown age, we're talking about when your homies kicked in and when they showed up to you. And by your homies I mean responsibility, sacrifice, and integrity. And then the OG triple OG that kicks in and his name is called karma. We're talking about
Oh,
those things and how they
yeah,
affect you.
I
yeah,
mean, at the end of the day, you gotta make sure you stand on your square. You know what I'm saying? You have to have your the things that's valuable and important to you. You have to have them prioritized. And so, as long as you got your shit prioritized, then you'll be in order. Now you'll still do some out of order shit, and I'm a testament of that. But at the same time, if you have the main things first, then and you focus on that, then yeah, you're gonna be out of order to some degree, but sure you're getting what's necessary done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I hear you, and that's the thing, because to me those partners, they kind of show up at the most inopportune times on the planet. Because it's like, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do, and then here go this curveball that kick in, and sacrifice. It's like, well, I don't think you can do this right now. I think you're gonna have to do this instead. You're gonna do something different. It's not gonna work. And that's where all these monkey riches kind of kick in, and it's like, nah, bro, I got a plan. This is how it's supposed to work. And then
Man,
when
when
you
they
done fucked
showed
it
up,
up and fucked it up, look, and then when you done fucked it up, and you're like, okay, well, fuck it. The OG triple OG karma's like, hey, nigga, I'm here. It's time.
look, when they showed up, they know they had already fucked some stuff up. They had already known that. They knew that.
Hey, Queen, they hit him like the dude on Players Club. It's time to hear that pop.
I'm telling you. Like, god damn, I could have avoided this shit. Cause sometimes, trying to do the right thing don't get the good results that you want. Sometimes you gonna take one for the team, and you gonna do the wrong thing, and then karma is like, yo, what about me? Don't forget about me. And then you end up regretting all this shit. But in life, we have these decisions. And we have to make these decisions based on based on your three partners right there. Or your fourth partner gonna show up and is gonna kick your ass and can take it all away from you. And
Yep.
and it's like, do I wanna do this? Do I not? Like right now, I'm like, damn, I can just don't want to go to work tomorrow. But how bad is it going to be if I don't go to work tomorrow and show up to work on Monday? I'm at twice as much work because they're not going to touch my work. Do I feel like it? I mean, it's only 4 hours that I got to work, and that's the debate that I got going on in my head right now. And it's like, well, damn, in 2 weeks, I'm going to be off for a week and a half. Do I want to work all this time and then and enjoy having the last week and a half in the year off?
Nigga,
Or do,
nigga, damn if I want to work. Do I want my lights to be on? Do I want to be able to have food around this motherfucker? Damn if I want to work. Let's talk
oh, it's I still
about
got
the
I
practical things. Like, you know
look,
what I'm saying?
I got
Like,
101 PTO hours.
them hours will go faster than you think they'll go.
Look, and I got to the end of the year, so that week and a half, I can only carry 40 hours is the max I can carry over. So that's why I'm taking the week and a half off, because it's like, well, shit.
I don't
You,
have
you can
no
carry
PTO
a
hours.
week with you.
Yep.
I don't have no PTO hours because I am an executive, so I can just take off whenever I want to.
Must be nice. I'm gonna get there one day. I'm definitely gonna get there one day. And that's the
Yeah.
thing, because even if I take off, I'm still get paid for it anyway. But I'm saying I'm
hmm
sitting with these good hours, and it's like, well, shit.
When they told me that, they said, "Oh, you're an executive. You ain't got to put in no time off. You just take off whenever you want to." I was like, "Bet, I can take off whenever I want." Cool.
Bet. I feel you on that. I'm definitely gonna get there one day. Give me some time.
Yeah. I started. I started with a brand new company. They were starting out, and now we just got some good news,
Hmm.
and it's going. That every year since our second year, we have double our revenue. every single year. By the end of the year, our revenue has doubled every single year, and now
Congratulations.
more companies wants to deal with us, and more states want us to get our license in their state. So, like I told you, we're already in Texas now. Our next stop is Georgia, Arizona, Cali, New York, and New Jersey.
Oh yeah, hold on. Did y'all hear that?
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay.
Sound like a round of applause to me.
A round of applause
Congratulations.
in the building.
Yes. Congratulations. I'm proud of y'all. Good. Y'all have progressed. Y'all came a long way too.
Hey, Queen,
Hmm?
this a little sidebar, but I'm looking at the screen right now, and it looked like where it just
Dub
dropped
Brightside
off. But at
joined.
first, it looked like Queen Triple D. Now it's back up. Queen Triple D. It's three D's of it. It's Queen and three D's of it. It's Queen Triple
only
D.
only
Yeah. Oh, it
you.
sure
Only,
does. Right.
Only you would.
only,
I didn't even
only
think
free
of
will
that.
see that. Only free will see that.
Queen Triple D.
Right,
That is
because I sure didn't think of that. I did not think of that at all.
that's a brother with vision.
I'm
Hey,
telling you.
the first thing that came to my mind, Queen,
Hmm.
I, Dub is on the screen. I was thinking about Dolly Parton. Triple D.
Oh shit! I needed that.
I hope y'all see I ain't laughing at none of this. I'm not laughing at any of this right now. None of this is funny. None of this is funny to me.
What's going on, BC?
Oh
Oh
no,
my goodness.
you good, you good, bro. You good, BC. You can come back up here if you want to. You good. Dub, your ass crazy. I don't see why you wouldn't laugh. I'd be laughing if that shit was funny.
That was funny.
I still don't get the whole Dolly Parton thing.
I feel you. It's been such a long time from since we've even visited that name. It's been a while. Bad look. Dub is not going.
Shout out to Omega Red, man. Shout out to Omega Red, man.
BCTWT joined.
What's
Hey,
going?
what's happening, y'all?
What's
Now,
happening?
now, Dub.
That's the
I just came back. I had a
Dub
phone call.
Brightside
And all
joined.
that. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
nobody made a song about you, Dub.
Nope.
Ain't nobody made a song about you.
Nope. Not at all. I think you're good. I think you're
We
good, Dub.
Hold
we
on.
make
You wait,
songs
you said
around
ain't
here.
nobody did what?
Ain't
Ain't
nobody made
nobody
a
made a
song
song
about you.
about you. We
Well,
make songs around here.
His signal done went out.
We
Yeah, we
make
I
ain't.
songs
thought we was on the
around
same
here.
team, but it's okay. I don't want this one.
No,
No.
no. I was telling you you good because ain't nobody made a song about you.
Okay,
Right.
okay. I can still get a chopped cheese.
Yo, Dub, bring your
Yeah.
ass up here. You gonna get a chopped cheese on me, fool.
y'all
What you
think y'all,
talking
y'all
about?
think I be joking.
No, I know you not
Okay.
joking, and
I'm
I'm
just
not
making sure.
either. Hey, when you come up here, Dub, that is my word to you as a man. You gonna get a chopped cheese on me, nigga.
I know that's right.
There you go, right there.
I'm
There you
here
go.
for it.
Hey, I don't even know what you put on it, but I'm putting everything on that
You
motherfucker, man. I
put
don't even know
whatever.
what you can put on the chopped cheese.
That's your shit. You put whatever the fuck you want on it. It's the same price.
Hold on. I want y'all to see how y'all see New York niggas talk to you. Y'all see how New York niggas talk to you. New York niggas be like, nah, nigga, man, B, that's your shit, nigga. Do what you gonna do with it. Then I go do what I'm gonna do with it, and it be $47. and they looking at me like, oh, now you ain't supposed to do what you want
No,
to do with it, bro.
no,
Like,
New York.
what you,
Yo,
what you told me?
let
We
me
got
tell
to.
you. Let me tell
This
you
fool
about
said
bodega life, baby.
$47.
Bodega life is not based on what you put on your shit. The sandwich costs what the sandwich costs. Anything that doesn't go on a sandwich is
What that
bought
mean?
outside of the sandwich. Like if you want fly, like I want Doritos on my shit, you gotta buy Doritos, nigga. Like the sandwich costs what it costs. You get whatever the fuck condiments you gonna get on it, whatever you want, lettuce, onion. That comes with the that's the sandwich. The sandwich, if the shit $8, it's $8.
Yeah, I got you. So anything
But if I get
crazy,
Doritos, as you would call them, if I get Doritos on them, then the
you gotta
Doritos is an
pay
extra $2.
for
The
however much the
Doritos
bag
cost
costs.
what the Doritos, right? And you go put that shit on it yourself. That nigga ain't gonna do it.
I
So
just
you
want the
gotta buy
basic
the
chopped
bag,
cheese,
you
bro.
know, like you used to do when you was, like you used to do when you was back, back in the day when you'd been outside. When you come in the house, make your sandwich and slap the Doritos on the sandwich and mash it down. You know,
Mhm.
Queen,
there you go.
I'm too old for this, man. I'm too old for this. I want the regular sandwich with the lettuce, the tomato, and the onion on it. That's it. That's all. I want the
Hey,
regular.
hey, you can get whatever you gonna get on it. Dub, it's on me. We ain't doing that. Now, we got a $20 limit on a goddamn chopped cheese because a chopped cheese hero about $8.
Hold
A
on,
chopped cheese
hold
hero
on,
$8. If
hold
you
on,
exceed
hold on,
that, it's pressing for me
hold on, man. Bro just said, bro, we got a $20 limit on this chopped cheese now. You ain't finna
because
get no
it's
damn
eight
chopped
dollars. It's eight
No,
cheese
dollars,
that come
bro.
under $20.
no, you'll get it. So you can get two chopped cheese. You get 60. It'd be 16. You got
You
$4 and
get
change back.
you get two chopped cheese and two Snapples
There you go.
And two snapples. I get the drink with it.
and two Snapples.
There you
A
go.
chopped
Whew.
cheese $8. If you exceed $8 on a chopped cheese, you are an exceptional nigga, and I'm gonna pay for it up to $20.
There you go.
I just
I
want the
think I
regular.
think the I
$20.
think the following you now. I think he picking up what you putting
I
down,
want the,
brother.
I want the regular. I want the regular one. I don't
Never
want that
mind.
special.
Well, shit, I'm gonna get one too.
Hey, look, hey, Queen. I think hey, Queen. I think I can make it through. I can make it through. I
You
can make it through.
you really look. You hear me? Never mind.
Under $20.
No, we're not
That's right.
talking about a grilled cheese sandwich, Picasso. We talking about a chopped cheese sandwich, nigga. An inside out hamburger.
Yeah, straight up.
See, I still don't understand the chopped cheese
Boy, I
all the
tell
way. I
It's
you.
a
don't understand.
hamburger broken down into ground beef like you would for spaghetti with American cheese and onions and peppers and lettuce and tomatoes and whatever the fuck sauce you want.
I'll to make some tomorrow.
That sound like a whatchamacallit to me.
A
Ain't
cheesesteak,
that a Philly cheese?
Philly
A
cheesesteak.
cheesesteak.
No, Philly cheesesteak is a different grade of beef and it's
Right,
structured differently. It would be more like a steakum.
Yeah, like the
right.
shaved meat versus you taking the ground meat and you grind it
I don't
like
know what a steakum is.
You don't know
Dub.
what a
I'm not
steakum
about
is.
to. Not about to play with you, Dub.
What?
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what a steakum is.
Okay, it's beef
The fuck?
sheets,
I
nigga.
need a lot of.
That's why I
It's
said
beef
it's like
sheets.
shaved. It's
I'm
like
just so lying.
shaved,
I'm just so
It's
lying.
it's
like
not
it's
I don't
ground
know
shaved
all
beef.
this.
meat.
It's
It's a
not
steak
ground. It's more
shaved.
like it's sliced. It's like sliced, like how they do with a gyro. How the lamb is put in that mound and they slice it off. That's what a steakum would be equivalent to, not ground beef where it is granulated. Like, come on, Dub, man, what the fuck, man?
Like in spaghetti or chili.
There you go. Like fajitas or
So
tacos.
it's just ground beef. It's just ground beef.
It's a
Right.
yeah. It's like a hamburger patty that you would make at a barbecue, and you grind it up. You take the spatula and chop that motherfucker up. And when it's brown and this shit, you put your seasoning on it. Then you throw some cheese on that bitch. Then you throw some onions on that motherfucker and some peppers on that motherfucker. Then you throw it on the Italian bread. You put some lettuce, some onions. You might want to grill your onions. You might not. I don't know your palate. You might want to put mayonnaise. You might want to put barbecue. You might want to put ketchup. Whatever the fuck you put, that's what it is. And the shit is delicious.
And it's
He
eight
sounded just like Ali Sadiq.
and it's $8.
And
And
it's
yes,
It
he
is.
did.
It's
And,
roughly $8.
all right, William Old School, appreciate it. Have a good one.
Good night.
You get it, Dub?
Yes,
You
yes,
get where you coming
Picasso,
from?
minus the sauce. Minus the sauce.
Right, minus the sauce. You get it. You get where he coming from now, Dub.
The shit is good, bro. It's just a broke up hamburger. It's like when your hamburger fall apart, but it crumbled.
Yeah,
right.
I think I ought to make. I'm really thinking about making some tomorrow.
Yeah, he got me over here want one too. I'm like, damn, that sounds good as hell.
For real, get some
Man,
ground
listen,
meat.
I'm trying to stay away from beef.
Cause I got my Tony's. I got some Saison in there. I got all the seasoning that I need. Let me just say that. It'll be pretty damn good. Let me think about it.
You thought about it. You said it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. It depends on how I feel tomorrow. If I feel
Make
like
the
cooking,
magic happen. Make
I
the
may not.
magic
I may
happen.
not feel like cooking tomorrow. That's the
You
thing.
got 12 minutes, sis. You got 12 minutes tomorrow. What you mean? Shit. Like, you got 12 minutes, make it
No,
happen, girl.
well, no, that's the thing. I have to take the ground meat out of the freezer, let it
Hmm.
thaw, and then by the time it
That's,
thawed, I gotta feel like if I feel like doing it. I may not
that's
feel
less
like it.
than taking the ground beef out is less than 12 minutes.
No, but it gotta thaw out, so it gotta sit out all
You
day
ain't gonna
tomorrow.
you ain't gonna be watching it thaw out, sis. That shit does itself. You got 12 minutes tomorrow. You got 30 seconds to take it out tonight, and you got 12 minutes tomorrow.
And you got and you got your sandwich.
I'm thinking
What?
about it. Let me think about it and see how I feel. Cause like I said, I may not feel like cooking tomorrow,
You and
and
the
maybe
cat
I
can
don't
make
feel
it
like
happen.
standing there for 12 minutes. I may not feel like doing that, but then I
Well,
might. I don't know.
stand there for 6 minutes, cover it, and turn it on low heat. What are we talking about, girl? We talking about ground beef. You ain't got to do. You can go watch a whole soap opera, come back every 4 minutes, and move the shit around.
You only got three times you gotta move it.
What's going
Right.
on, eight
12
one
minutes.
seven? What's happening with you, 817? I'm just saying, like it's Friday. I don't. I may not feel like doing nothing. That's all I'm saying.
I ain't know,
I
dude.
may not feel like cooking. It's like, it's Friday. Fuck it.
Say
Fend for
get you some
yourself.
cheese whiz.
Man,
I got.
if it was like the Jetsons, I'd put one together for both of y'all.
I know that's right. 'Cause I sure wouldn't feel like it. It's like how you be. You just got it in your mind, and it's like by the time you walk out your room, get to the kitchen, it's like I'm cool.
Hmm.
That
Execution different. I
that's
told you
how I be feeling.
I've been making this chowder for a week.
Yeah. Right. And you.
I've been making this. Yo, listen, chowder is not a. It's not good on the transport. Like I gotta eat lunch and shit. Like I'm not
Yeah.
finna spill this shit in my bag.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel you, and that's the thing. And it's like I done been at work. I done worked all week. Okay, do 8 to 12 tomorrow. I don't have anything to do. I gotta go take my son to the doctor's office. He got an appointment at 3:30, and it's like, well, damn. So between 12 and about 3 o'clock, I have nothing to do. But then damn, I gotta leave the house at 3 o'clock. By the time I get back, I don't feel like doing shit. And that's just kind of what it is. I want to do the least amount of work possible.
I
So we'll see
got
how
you.
it goes. We'll see how it goes. Tomorrow, we don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring. A better you and a better me.
No promises.
Here go A1. A1 said, BC.
Oh, baby.
I ain't even noticed that. I did not notice that at all.
Yeah, y'all did that shit, motherfucker.
I didn't notice it.
Y'all wish that shit up.
I just looked up and saw it. I was like, oh damn.
I didn't even notice it
It's because of y'all.
until
It's
A1
that
said something.
motherfucker D free. It's D free A1. It's all that black hate. It's gone. They did that shit. They just made a little 8 ball.
Look at A1. Look at A1. He said, I ain't cracking jokes. I'm dead ass.
You too, nigga.
Oh, man.
That is too funny.
I ain't gonna
Say it
talk
when
about you. I ain't gonna talk about you at all. I just didn't notice that that's what happened. Was it like that the first time?
yeah. See when Dub was up there with triple D's, and I guess
Oh,
BC would be the period.
what the shit? Oh man.
Oh, baby. That was extra funny because I certainly didn't expect that.
I was not expecting that either. Y'all so goddamn special.
Oh, that's the lightest in the house, baby. God
Telling you.
damn, that was good.
Look, we had to get a break from that serious ass conversation we was having because it was serious. But it was
Hey,
needed. It was very needed to have.
Yep.
It really was. Because I appreciate y'all.
And we appreciate you.
you goddamn right.
Well,
Hey, man,
couldn't have made it without y'all. Y'all so special.
like Movado.
I don't even know that threw me for a loop.
Hey,
Oh,
listen, y'all. I just didn't want to be rude, sis. Like I had a phone call. That's why I came back. Like, hey, pardon me, y'all.
oh no, you're
But
good.
I gotta turn it in because even though we had our Christmas party today, and these motherfuckers ain't gonna show up, I still gotta show up in the
Oh
morning.
yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm about to get off here
I
in just a few more minutes.
Man, I'm gonna be late. I hope they know I'm gonna be late. Be about 11 minutes tardy to the motherfucking party. That's how it's going. And
Understood.
then I'm gonna change my clothes.
Yeah, understood.
But good night, y'all. It's always a pleasure. Sis, you know what time is it?
Oh yeah,
You
you
Always a
know.
pleasure, brother.
pots and pans, 50 grand, Dr. Mark, Dub. When you bring your ass to New York, I got you on the chopped cheese. D free. You always got something funny to say. You're a funny motherfucker. I don't know what's up with your service because you be shucking and jiving, but I ain't that goddamn black. And A1, fuck you. You got albino feet and brown legs. I love you, my nigga. I hope everybody has a super duper dope Friday. I look forward to speaking to you all, God willing. I love y'all niggas. Have a good night.
All right, love you too,
My
bro. Take
brother.
care.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it. Look at this. It did now Jay. They even got Jay Gibb participating in the shit too.
Oh, Jay Gibb with the shit, sis. He with the Jay Gibb low key funny as hell.
I be catching some of the stuff he be saying in chat. That shit be funny as
Today's show
hell.
sponsored by Queen Double D.
All
I
right,
say he
y'all.
could
Good
have
night.
said triple D in a period.
Oh man. Goodness gracious. But yeah, good thing we done made it to the 2 hour mark. We can go on and end this on a high note because y'all are crazy. But go ahead, go ahead. Where D Free? I think, yeah, he got us on mute. But go ahead, pops. Give us your last words and anything else you want to add. Any last thoughts you want to add to the show before we call it a night?
Oh, excellent show, and it was a blessing that we ended it on some funny. And just keep doing what you're doing, Quee. I'm always gonna be here to support you, and I love all of y'all.
All right, we appreciate you and love you too, pop. All right, D Free, you got anything? Think you might be, yeah, handling something. But yeah, I really, really good night, BC. And I really hope that again, this entire conversation is again, we all, of age. We're supposed to be adults in our big grown ages that we are. We don't know everything. We just know something about something and we know what we know and that's all we know. And yeah, we're sharing things and sharing situations and things that, we go through because the best teacher is experience. Just like I always say, the best apology is to change the behavior. If not, one of them three homies gonna knock on your door, trying to reintroduce themselves. Until the
Right.
OG, triple OG show up. That's the motherfucker you want to hold off as long as possible. Because I believe a lot of us, being that we are stuck, some of us are stuck. And I just say us because I'm just talking in general. For the individuals that are actually stuck, I believe you may be going through karma, may be sitting right with you, holding your hand, and you don't even know it. And it'll be okay. You'll be all right. Everybody got to go through something to get somewhere. But always make sure that you're being a good ass person for individuals that are being good ass individuals to you. It don't pay to be an ain't shit person. We got too many shit going against us right now. We don't need all the rest of the shit or anybody adding to anything. We live, we learn, we grow up, we move on. I'ma holler at y'all. I'm about to jump up off here, call it a night. Thank you all. Thank you for everybody that pulled up. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. Um, hey, if anybody catching the replay, hey, appreciate you. Have a good night, you all. I'll see y'all in these streets tomorrow. Got my short day, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about it tomorrow. Ask me tomorrow, and I'll see if I'm gonna make this chopped cheese. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it. Ain't got nothing to do. I'm trying to relax. We'll see. Or hey, something that may get a phone call. May have to move around. Don't know yet. But I'm gonna holler at y'all. What's going on, big dog? Hey, appreciate you. Make sure you smash that like button, big dog. We about to go on and call it a night and end the show. But yeah, we see y'all out in these YouTube streets tomorrow. And again, y'all know I always wanna put something on your mind. Let y'all think. Slow down just for a second and think about what's going on around you. Yeah, you missed it. Check the replay. You'll enjoy it. And like I say, stop and think. Stop and think about what you're doing. Look at where you at. You either existing or you're living. And it's up to you with the decisions you make will determine that outcome. I'm going to holler at y'all. Have a good one.